Today I want to talk about a subject that's dear to me. It's called cancer ghosting. Have you heard of it? Have you experienced this? Let me tell you a couple of things and, personal experiences. 65% of individuals are going to be experiencing when you all of a sudden are being ghosted. What do I mean by that? You are basically now in this large percentage where those who used to be your friends, people you lived with or worked with or hung out with or cared about, or they cared about you, their family members, they're ghosting you. They're going to ghost each one of us. And it's sad. It really is a sad, situation. I mean, think about it. I said 65% are going to experience this. I mean, imagine now all of a sudden your life is those people that were your friends, you looked at as someone that, you could, hey, depend on. They call you, they checked in from you from time to time. They cared about you. Guess what? They're ghosting you. What do I mean by they're ghosting me? They're ghosting you. They're going to be ghosting, many people. People are afraid to, I guess, interact and deal with the person who has this illness called cancer. However, each one of you at some point, God forbid, you're going to be experiencing a lot of this in your future. It's just a way of life. And can you imagine all of a sudden knowing that those people who are your friends or acquaintances or even loved ones, cousins, relatives, they just all of a sudden disappear. They want nothing now to do with you. They're afraid of you. They're actually like, this person now is asking or thinking about me and they want me to, respond. They'd rather just disappear. That's the term, cancer ghosting, disappearing. No one calls. I mean, you think like someone who's like following that, you just had like a major surgery, you call it a brain surgery in my case, that you would think someone, has a little empathy and cares and it's just checking in, how you doing, what's the doctor telling you, it looks like you got a good bill of health, looking like, things are, on the mend or on a better path. However, imagine like all of a sudden those people just are going to ghost you. They don't want to know. They're just living their life, and it's just a world that it's like that's going to happen to each one of those people, where they're going to at some point, experience this, and it's scary. It's sad. It's really unfortunate. I could tell you personal stories where, I had people that were looking into checking in with me, and then all of a sudden, like, you call them and then, you don't hear from them. A couple might make up an excuse, I've been busy. Then you try again, or you call other people, and all of a sudden you just realize they're not picking up the phone to return a call or, follow up. I mean, these are people you knew, like good friends, people, that you would give anything to be there for them. All of a sudden now it's the roles are reversed and you're now experiencing this ghosting. It's sad. It makes you as an individual, like lonely, scared, depressed, and you're really just sometimes, at the person who's gonna, like, they want to call you, but they don't want to associate their world now with what you are experiencing, because this is something that it does something to them. I can't even describe it, but again, 65% of individuals are experiences ghosting. And again, these could be your employers that you dealt with, you worked with, they liked you. The next thing you know, you call up and then it's like, oh wait, I'm getting a call. I don't want anything now to do with that person. I mean, it's just complete cutting off. And, maybe that person, in my case, I'm getting better. I'm getting good bills of health from my doctors. I'm getting good reports. And I want to communicate and say, yes, everything's great. The next 3 months, I have a clean bill of health. I'm feeling good. I'm doing this. I'm participating in such and such a thing. And, you would think that the people you know for years would appreciate, chatting or having a conversation. And next thing you know, you're getting ghosted. And it's just like, why? I mean, um, you know, flying, I mean, I like was gonna, go on an experience, a trip, but the people that I were gonna be with, like, they just didn't want to have any like association with, knowing you or doing something with you. So really, now you're living in this world that you, as a person that's still healthy, you're still alive, you've known these individuals for years, decades sometimes, and they're just like vanishing. And these same people are going to go through this in their life where you're going to experience that. And now you're going to say, hey, like, yeah, I remember, like, I was this person that treated so and such a person, a certain way. And that's a shame. I mean, yes, I know people want their loved ones and they're just afraid to go out of the box and care about someone that they knew because they think it's going to take a toll on them. It's going to be too much for them. It's going to be work. They're going to wonder if something's happening in this person's life and they don't know what to say or express themselves. But again, the roles are going to reverse one day and you're going to be in that boat, and it's going to be, scary when, God forbid, one of your loved ones might not be here, and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to reach out to. So really, in summing it up, I just think right now it's sad. It makes you lonely. It makes you scared. It makes you depressed. It makes you wonder, where's all these friends that you once had or you knew, and they're just completely like vanishing and like running away from you and not caring. And they're sitting here listening to this message, and they're like saying, if I just played that back and I'm like feeling some empathy, like, I wonder why I'm doing this to that person. And I don't have the answer. Like I said, it's a big thing. 65% of people are treating people that they cared about, and they're not any longer. And they're just letting them be, lost in this world by themselves. So anyway, I'm going to end it with that. And just realize, this could be your life at some point, while you're alive and you have friends, reach out to them, discuss things, call them, show some empathy, care about them, have a drink, meet them. Stop this, oh God, the person wants me to, follow up with something, and that's not going to, be to their benefit. It's scary, and it makes people really sad. And again, this could be you one day. So while I'm happy, while I'm alive, I'm feeling good. I hope to disappoint that I'll be here for many, many years. Who knows? But, just think about this could be your path, and it could be sooner than later. And this is going on around you left and right. So be aware of this, be mindful, and really care about your friends. Because right now you're just showing that you as a friend are really just vanishing, and it hurts. It really hurts a lot. And when you experience that, you're going to realize that this is really not, a nice thing to treat people like that, et cetera, and your friends. So I'm hoping that everyone has a good day and enjoy the sunshine. All right, guys. Bye-bye.